Great. We want to factor this trinomial, but we have a value in front of the x squared. How do we do this? Well, that number in front of the x squared is referred to as your a value. The number in front of the x is your b value, and the number right at the end that has no x with it is your c value. We're going to use a method that I refer to as busting b, because we're going to take this b value 25x and break it up. Maybe we break it up into a 21x plus 4x or maybe a 20x plus 5x. I don't know. We're going to break it down to where it's the same thing. Here's how we do this. We will start with multiplying the a times c value. 6 times 25. 6 times 25 is how much? 150. It's huge. Okay, 150. No problem. What multiplies together to give us 150, and yet it's going to add to be 25? I don't know. Let's start with 1 times 150. That's not it. 2 times 75. No, that's not it. Does 3 go into it? Yeah, 3 times a 50. Everybody's going into this guy. What about a 4? A 4 does not. Whew, thank goodness. 5 times a 30. Now we're getting close. Does 6 go into it? Yes, it does. 6 times what? 120, 25, right? Of course, because we did 6 times 25, sillies. 7 times anything? No. 8 times anything? No. 9 times anything? No. 10 times 15. Wait a second. That's all that's really left. And what does 10 and 15 add together to give you? 25, which is what we want. Now, everybody's positive in the problem, so we do know we're dealing with positive 10 and a positive 15. So we'll break this down into plus 10x plus a 15x, or a 10x plus 15x. We simply bring the 6x squared piece down. I already had put the plus earlier. And then right here, we bring the 25 down. So I've broken it into 4 pieces because I busted B into 2 separate pieces. So now we have 4 pieces. Now what we're going to do is we're going to group these front 2 together and group the back 2 together. This is a method called factor by grouping. So we now look at 6x squared and 10x and say, what's the greatest common factor? What can we factor out? Well, for 6 and 10, 2 is the greatest common factor. For x squared and x is going to come out. Now, 2 times what gives me the 6? 3. X times an x gives you x squared. Plus 2 times what gives you the 10? A 5, and you've already pulled the x out. And 2x times 5 is 10x. So there, that's good. What about 15 and 25? Well, that has a 5 in it, and you're going to have a 3x, because 5 times 3x is 15x. And then 5 times what's 25? A 5. Notice that what we have is we have 2 things being added, and this guy has a 3x plus 5 in it, and this guy has a 3x plus 5 in it. So technically, we're just factoring it out. Most kids just look for, hey, what do they both have there? 3x plus 5, and then you're going to write what was left behind, 2x plus 5, and we have now factored that trinomial down to the product of 2 binomials.